It's like hard to even believe that this is like real.
I mean, I just feel really bad for her.
Rihanna has reportedly been exposed for striking a secret deal with Anna Wintour. And get this, her baby daddy, ASAP Rocky, who now holds a spot on the Met Gala's board committee, is allegedly backing a move to ban the Kardashians from the 2025 Met Gala entirely. The Kardashians are furious over this bombshell. Word on the street is they've been scrambling behind the scenes, trying to figure out why Rihanna seems so determined to put them in their place. And Kendall, she's reportedly the most outraged of them all. Kendall even went as far as accusing Rihanna of still being bitter over her fling with ASAP Rocky, and she had the nerve to say Rihanna is jealous of her. Now, Kendall calling Riri jealous might sound wild and completely delusional, but trust me, it starts to make a little more sense once we dig into the messy history between them. It all kicked off back in 2012 when Rihanna straight up told Kendall to F herself, after Kendall jokingly tweeted that she'd be upset if Rihanna didn't perform Complicated at her concert. Kendall's exact words, "If Rihanna doesn't perform Complicated tomorrow, I'm gonna be very upset." Even though Kendall was just fangirling and joking around, Rihanna didn't take it that way. At all. Rihanna clapped back at the then 16-year-old Kendall with a blunt, "Well, don't come." People were quick to call out Rihanna for shading a teenager, but what they didn't realize was that this was just the beginning of a messy feud that would eventually lead to the Kardashians being iced out of the Met Gala entirely. Fast forward to 2015. Rihanna took aim at Kendall again when she backed out of the Victoria's Secret fashion show at the last minute. Why? Because Kendall allegedly pulled some strings to have British model Jordan Dunn replaced so she could take her spot. As soon as Rihanna found out her friend had been cut in favor of Kendall, she canceled her performance on the spot. And Jordan didn't stay quiet about it either. She took to Twitter and let everyone know where Rihanna stood, tweeting, "Feeling so much better about not doing BS. Sorry, I mean Victoria's Secret, now that Rihanna isn't doing it also." That tweet lit up social media and made it crystal clear whose side Rihanna was on. But Rihanna wasn't done with Kendall just yet. She took another jab when Kendall and her family allegedly used their connections to secure Kendall the Fashion Icon of the Decade award over her at New York Fashion Week. Rihanna didn't speak out publicly when it happened, but she clearly felt some type of way, and she made that known when she ran into Kendall at the 2018 Met Gala. According to a source who spilled the tea to Star magazine, Rihanna appeared to throw serious shade by saying, "Good thing I have the curves to pull this outfit off. I would hate to be a stick figure." The source claimed Rihanna stared right at Kendall after dropping that line, laughed in her face, and then walked away. But in true Rihanna fashion, she didn't stop there. She wasn't about to let Kendall off the hook that easily. During the 2022 Fashion Week, both Rihanna and ASAP Rocky were caught making some serious stank faces while Kendall strutted down the runway. Rihanna looked completely unimpressed, and she wasn't even trying to hide it. Fans are convinced that Rihanna and Rocky were throwing major shade at Kendall, and here's why. At the last show where Kendall walked, Rihanna and Rocky were seated in the audience. When Kendall passed by, people couldn't help but notice their reactions. Rihanna's expression said it all. Once the internet caught wind of the moment, Twitter exploded with memes. One user joked, "Rihanna's face during Kendall Jenner's walk," Riri said, "I know y'all lying." Another tweet showed the exact moment, captioned, "This was Rihanna's face while Kendall walked the runway." The side eyes were next level. On a side note, remember back in 2016 when Kendall Jenner and ASAP Rocky were rumored to be in some kind of relationship? Whether it's lingering jealousy, bad blood, or pure coincidence, this latest shade gets even juicier when you consider their past. Before ASAP became Rihanna's partner and baby daddy, he was spending a lot of time with Kendall. In 2016, they were spotted hanging out everywhere, from Paris to New York, Miami, and Los Angeles. It seemed like they couldn't get enough of each other. Things heated up even more during the 2017 Coachella Festival, where multiple sources claimed they were inseparable all night long. They were reportedly seen cozying up in the crowd, adding even more fuel to the dating rumors. With that history in mind, fans can't help but wonder if there's more to this feud than meets the eye. What really sealed the deal for fans was when Kim Kardashian posted a Snapchat video showing Kylie bent over, snapping a picture of Kendall and ASAP Rocky making out. That moment sent the internet into a frenzy. At the time ASAP was with Kendall, he was reportedly close friends with Rihanna, and rumor has it, Rihanna wanted to take things beyond friendship. But ASAP was too caught up with Kendall to notice, which only fueled Rihanna's frustration. to make things even messier, Kendall was also rumored to have been involved with Chris Brown at one point. And as everyone knows, Chris has a violent past with Rihanna after the horrific incident where he physically attacked her. Allegedly, Rihanna saw Kendall's connection with Chris as a personal jab, a way for Kendall to get back at her after all the shade over the years. The layers of drama in this story just keep piling up. And of course, Rihanna didn't take this lightly. She reportedly went as far as purposely excluding Kendall from ever modeling at her Savage X Fenty shows, even though she's invited her close friends, like Gigi and Bella Hadid, to walk in them multiple times. But beyond the petty reasons, insiders close to Rihanna claim there's a deeper issue. Allegedly, Rihanna doesn't like Kendall or her family because she sees them as culture vultures who've built their fame by borrowing from Black culture. Remember that viral TikTok video made by a Hispanic woman calling Kendall out for cultural appropriation with her tequila brand? She exposed Kendall for creating a whitewashed version of tequila, slapping her name on it, and profiting off it despite having zero authentic connection to the drink or its cultural roots. That video sparked a huge conversation online, and many people agreed it was just another example of the Kardashians overstepping for the sake of fame and fortune. From the looks of it, Rihanna still has some strong feelings about Kendall. And this time, she's not just throwing shade. She's reportedly playing the Kardashians' own game, using her connections to hit back the same way they've been accused of doing to others for years. This all comes after an anonymous source from Rihanna's camp dropped a bombshell. She's allegedly pushing to have the Kardashians banned from attending the 2025 Met Gala. Now, the credibility of this source is up for debate. But trust me, people ate it up and immediately started sharing their takes online. Adding fuel to the fire, ASAP Rocky was recently added to the Met Gala's guest selection committee. That means he now has a say in who gets an invite and who doesn't. Fans couldn't help but wonder if this is all part of a bigger move to send a very clear message to the Kardashians. Rihanna has reportedly made it very clear to ASAP Rocky that she doesn't want any Kardashians attending the Met Gala. Now, as I mentioned, this is all alleged, but people are buying it because of the long-standing tension between Rihanna and Kendall. That said, not everyone is convinced. Some believe the source might be stirring the pot and that Rihanna is way too unbothered to orchestrate something like this. One person commented, "The Kardashians just don't want to show up, so they're making it seem like Rihanna's the problem. The things people do for a storyline, Riri isn't worried about those women." Another person chimed in with a bold take saying, "Rihanna is bigger than them and a real star. Unlike the Kardashians, she doesn't give a single care about them." The internet is definitely split, but the idea of Rihanna flexing her power at the Met has people glued to the drama. But now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the rumor that Rihanna's trying to get the Kardashians banned? Do you think she's still holding a grudge against Kendall? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click here to watch another juicy video full of drama. You won't want to miss it.